You start fasting to feel sharp and unstoppable, and instead your day falls apart. Energy drops, cravings get louder, and your sleep starts cracking. Training feels like you strapped weights to your limbs. Your mood gets sharp and impatient, like everyone is suddenly in your way. That is not willpower failing. That is your body reading the situation as a shortage and turning the dials to protect you. When fasting backfires, it is usually not subtle. Moving to slide 2. One of the cleanest signs is that you feel cold. Not just a little chilly. Your hands and feet stay cold, you keep adding layers, and you feel low drive with low warmth. Some people even notice they get cold after meals, especially if the meal is small or mostly protein and vegetables. When energy intake stays too low for your current activity, your body often reduces heat production and spontaneous movement without asking permission. In longer or more aggressive deficits, thyroid hormone conversion can downshift, which can further lower your sense of warmth and daily output. The move is not to force more caffeine and more discipline. The move is to make your deficit smaller, raise calories around training, and stop letting dinner be a sad afterthought. Cold bodies rarely sleep well. Moving to slide 3. Sleep is where fasting backfire gets loud. You lie down tired, but your mind is wired. You wake at 3 a.m. with your heart a little fast, or you pop up an hour early and cannot drop back in. Some people get night sweats or restless legs. Dreams turn vivid and stressful, and you wake up feeling unrefreshed, even if you technically got enough hours. What usually drives this is the combo of low energy availability plus a long stretch without carbs. Your brain still needs steady fuel overnight. If liver glycogen is low, your body leans harder on stress hormones like cortisol and adrenaline to keep blood glucose stable. Those hormones do their job, and they also keep you alert. If you are training hard, stacking steps, or using a tight eating window, you are pushing that problem right into the night. Fix it by feeding the evening. Put a real dinner in place, with carbs and enough total calories. If you wake at night hungry or wired, stop ending the day with a huge gap. A small pre-bed snack can be a lever too, especially carbs with some protein. When sleep gets shaky, hunger stops acting normal. Moving to slide 4. When hunger turns weird, it tricks you. All day you feel fine, almost proud. Then night hits and it is chaos. You start thinking about food constantly, and once you begin eating, it feels hard to stop. The cravings are not for chicken and salad. They are for fast carbs, salty snacks, and anything that hits quick. That pattern is your body trying to correct an energy shortfall and low glycogen in the most efficient way possible. Long fasting windows can also blunt hunger earlier, then rebound it later, so you think you are in control until you are not. Make your first meal and your dinner bigger and more balanced. Get protein, get carbs, and add some fat so the meal actually sticks. If binges happen at night, do not earn dinner. Schedule it. A stable appetite makes training feel stable too. Moving to slide 5. When fasting is working, training feels lighter over time. When it is backfiring, the bar feels glued to the floor. Weights you owned last month feel unusually heavy. Your pace drops. You fatigue faster, and soreness lingers longer than it should. Motivation goes flat, and little nagging injuries show up, then hang around. This is not you getting weak overnight. It is a mismatch between your training demand and your fuel and recovery. If carbs stay too low, you are underfilling muscle glycogen, which makes hard sets and faster work feel brutal. If total calories are too low, your body cuts recovery processes first. Sleep gets worse, inflammation stays higher, and your tolerance for volume drops. Add high caffeine and low food, and you can even mask fatigue long enough to create sloppy reps and tendon flare-ups. The fix is targeted, not random. Put most of your carbs before and after training. Stop doing your hardest sessions at the end of a long fast. Pull volume down for a week if performance is sliding, then rebuild with better fueling. When training regresses, your mood usually turns brittle too. Moving to slide 6. If your mood gets brittle, it often feels like you are suddenly harder to live with. You snap at small things, you feel anxious, edgy, or tense for no clear reason. Your patience drops, and normal conversations feel like pressure. Sometimes it is not even anger, It is a flat, depressed feeling where nothing sounds fun and everything feels heavy. When this shows up during aggressive dieting, heavy training, or chronic undereating, it is usually not a character flaw. It is your brain responding to an energy and stress mismatch. Sleep gets lighter, stress hormones run higher, blood sugar swings feel sharper, even mild dehydration can amplify irritability. And when recovery is underfunded, your emotional range shrinks because your body is prioritizing survival signals over social ease. What you do is simple, but not always easy. Make sure your day has enough total food, not just clean food. Put carbs around training and earlier in the day if evenings are tense. Stop letting caffeine replace breakfast. Protect sleep like it is part of the program. If your mood improves within a few days of feeling better, take that as useful data. Your body is sending a signal that the cycle of stress is changing. Moving to slide 7. Your menstrual cycle is one of the clearest dashboards for overall load. If periods get irregular, lighter, or disappear, that is a red flag for low energy availability, high stress, or both. PMS can get worse, cramps can feel more intense, and libido and arousal often drop because your body is not prioritizing reproduction when it does not feel safe. Pay attention to pattern shifts, not one weird month. Track cycle length, symptoms, and training volume. If you are dieting, consider slowing the rate of loss. Add calories back, especially carbs, and reduce high-intensity volume for a bit. If you have missed periods, do not try to out-supplement the problem. Talk to a clinician and treat it as a recovery project. When your cycle steadies, it is usually because the whole system is less threatened, including the parts that sit in your abdomen and have to tolerate food again. Moving to slide 8. When your gut pushes back, it can be confusing because you are doing what should be healthy. You eat a bigger meal or a refeed, and suddenly you bloat. Constipation gets worse. Reflux shows up. You feel burning, nausea, or a sensitive stomach that never used to care. This often happens when you have been under-eating, relying on low-volume foods, or staying very low-carb for a long time. Your digestive tract adapts to what you give it. Lower intake can mean slower motility and less stool bulk. High stress can shift gut-brain signaling so your stomach feels touchier. Then when you suddenly increase food, especially large boluses of fiber, sugar alcohols, or very high-fat meals, your gut acts like it is overloaded. Make the fix boring and gradual. Increase calories in steps, not jumps. Spread food across the day. Prioritize easily digested carbs and a consistent protein target. Keep fiber steady, then build it slowly, and do not stack multiple gut irritants in one meal. Hydration and sodium matter for constipation too. If reflux is new, avoid huge late meals and very fatty dinners until things calm down. A calmer gut is often the first sign your system is regaining stability, and that stability shows up when you stand up and move through your day. Moving to slide 9. If you get dizzy, notice when it happens. A head rush when you stand, weakness during errands, shaky hands, or headaches before meals often points to a mix of low blood pressure, low blood sugar, and low electrolytes. Dieting, sweating, and drinking lots of plain water can dilute sodium. Add in caffeine and the jittery feeling gets louder. Start with basics for a week. Salt your food more consistently. Use an electrolyte mix that includes sodium and do it earlier in the day, not only after you feel bad. Eat regular meals and include carbs if your symptoms show up before meals or during activity. If you are training hard, do not let your pre-workout be coffee alone. If dizziness is severe, persistent, or comes with fainting, chest pain, or unusual shortness of breath, get checked. When your energy and fluids are finally matched to your output, your body stops feeling like it is running on the edge, and that shows up in the mirror too. Moving to slide 10. Skin and hair are slow reporters, so changes here often mean the problem has been going on for a while. Hair shedding increases, skin gets dry or dull, nails get brittle, and healing feels slower. Undereating, low protein, and low overall recovery are common drivers. Hit a realistic daily protein target, add calories back if you have been pushing too hard, and stop treating sleep as optional. When your body has enough building material, it stops negotiating every resource, and the mental noise around food tends to quiet down. Moving to slide 11. You might notice fasting stops being a tool and starts becoming the main character. You plan meals all day, even when you are trying to focus on work. Watching other people eat can feel weirdly painful. like they are breaking a rule you are trapped under. Then the rules start multiplying. No calories, no cream, no gum, no social dinner because you might break the fast. And the longer you hold on, the more scared you get of messing it up, even if your body is clearly asking for food. That is the sign the dosage is too high. Your life is shrinking to protect a schedule instead of the schedule supporting your life. That is not discipline. That is a mismatch you can fix. Moving to slide 12. Fix it by dialing the dose down, not by white-knuckling. Shorten the fasting window so you eat earlier or add a small meal. Anchor each meal with solid protein. Put most of your carbs around training. Raise calories on hard days instead of forcing the same deficit. And if you want to reseed, schedule it intentionally, then move on. You should feel more free, not more fragile. Moving to slide 13. A few safety notes. If fasting is driving binging, panic around food, missed periods, dizziness, or obsessive rulemaking, get help and do not try to out-tough it. If you use insulin or diabetes medications, fasting can cause dangerous lows, so you need medical guidance. Your history matters, so be honest about past dieting, eating disorder symptoms, and stress load. Comment your biggest sign that fasting is no longer working for you. Subscribe for the full plan to adjust fasting without losing progress. This content is for education only and is not medical advice. Control insulin. Control your biology.